playing. Osco, that my whoa. On the low. Got strain on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Yeah. That boys and they can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember them was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We glow up. Yeah. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Kentucky. Know me. I walk up and even spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. I was coolin', Atlanta, mixed with the fan up. All them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, fast as Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Yeah. That boys and they can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember them was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We glow up. I heard these always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard these always talking with them. It's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm shining. They ain't seen it when I'm young, out here grinding. It's okay, yeah. Either way, young, getting paid, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm poppin'. They don't wanna put some money in my pockets. It's okay, yeah. Either way, a hater always gonna hate, yeah. Mad at me cause I'm tryna feed my I'm supposed to make it out and I don't bring my No way, yeah. They ones and they here to stay, yeah. I heard these always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard these always talking with them. It's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, yeah. It's okay, yeah.
I heard he tryna lie me, but I ain't no dummy. It's okay, though, gotta, you really want it. I spent 13 on the ring and now I feel unlucky. Hey, she love my diamond ring, she said she wanna touch it. It's okay, I get 30K just to hit the stage. Hit my Michael J. I get cake, I cannot complain. Been finessing since I was a kid in the 2nd grade, selling lemonade. Get paid, hold up, wait, can I get paid? Yawn, in a break, feel like I'm in space. See a snake.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Jets are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a packed defense that needs to be ready for that.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Patriot! All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw again. Erickson. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd and 2, Erickson. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the first down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They run again with Logan. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 46. 8 yards there on a first down. On the carry, it's Logan. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Broken tackle. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. To throw on second down. Erickson. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets.
Detroit! Here we go! No, check that. Detroit!
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense has it first and 10.
Go! All right, here we go. Detroit! Blue 90!
Back to throw. Erickson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Off the play fake. Erickson. Out left to Shaheen. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run with Mack. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Erickson. That'll be caught by Rice. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Erickson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! 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 Back it up!
To throw on 3rd down, Erickson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Spinning away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Garoppolo on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout. By the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Matt Darr now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Off play action. Erickson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Check. Patriot. Leopard.
On first down, Erickson. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Throwing again. Erickson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Operating from the gun, Erickson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Erickson. Man open, Rice. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
All right, now, look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Now Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Erickson. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw on second down, Erickson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down. Off the play fake. Erickson sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Cooks will come in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Single. Hurry up, here we go. Watching now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check 50.
In motion left goes Moncrief.
Gone.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. 3rd down here. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. Here we go now. Blue, landed. Blue, gone.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are gonna get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing on 1st down, Erickson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. I'm scared. No. Kill. All right, now, look at 56. Hurry up.
Off play action. Erickson. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a carry from Mack, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And Aguayo's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So that's a big one there. It's his third field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Garoppolo now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
No, check. Leopard. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
This defense... was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Leopard.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
No. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit. Back 99, Philly. Gun.
Over. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Garoppolo to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Mack again, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Jets on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Erickson over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
This is Logan. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Jets, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Goff.